Why is social media so crazy? Does it need an exorcism? It's common knowledge or common phrasing that social media is a crazy place at times. Now, of course, I don't mean your friends. Your friends are all perfectly calm and sane. What I mean is that random group of people on social media, they're out there attacking anyone else who crosses them up. Now, these people on social media, people with random accounts and even with their own actual names, are the worst parts of the social media experience. You never know when an innocent mistake or a half-hearted joke or a sarcasm taken out of context becomes a viral sensation, not just with your 1,400 followers, but with all of a sudden tens of thousands, even hundreds or millions of people making you the object of their belittlement. It makes social media a crazy place to be. Why? I'd like to offer one reason why this happens on social media, and it's connected to relativism. But before I flesh out that reason, I want to give you a little reminder. There are many reasons for evil, for bad things, right? And we can't always understand or explain away them. And if we could just solve evil with a little insightful knowledge or understanding, then why would we need Jesus Christ? But I don't want to explain away evil. What I want to do is to maybe just help you know where this comes from so that we can make larger steps to make it stop. So with that in mind, why do I say that social media's crazy problem, difficult problem, is from moral relativism? Well, I think that social media is crazy because of the shouting. People make responses in all caps and exclamation points without count that fade away into just ones as their finger slips off the shift key. Right? We shout, or we go to extreme analogies, right? How quickly does an online conversation go from "you're wrong" to "you're Hitler" in about 0.5 seconds? We go to these extremes because we've lost a foundation in which we can have an argument. Moral relativism has stripped us of the foundation of the truth. Moral relativism makes us distrust our ability as human beings to find truth outside of empirical knowledge. We think we can only know the truth if it's empirical, if it's stats and statistics. Subjective judgments, we have very little faith in knowing truth in them. And many of our online arguments become arguments about things that don't have empirical truths, but rather are rational, reasonable truths, but not empirical truths. And these are especially attacked and hurt by moral relativism, intellectual relativism. A technical word might be epistemological doubt. So if we trusted our ability to know the truth, we wouldn't have to shout or go to extremes to make ourselves heard because we would have a confidence that the truth would win in the end. Does that make sense? So the doubt about our ability to recognize and cling to the truth leads us to want to multiply our voice, to make the weight of our voice or the weight of our opinion be the thing that wins the argument and wins the day. And that's why we use these extreme analogies. That's why we belittle our opponents rather than reasoning with them, because moral relativism has taken away our confidence that the truth will win. So while moral relativism may seem innocent to some people, hey, you do your thing, I'll do mine, that's your opinion on it, don't put your morality on me, it has a severe consequence on our ability to have rational discussion in society. The more that moral relativism goes unchecked, the weaker will be our ability to have discussions and arguments in the public sphere, in social media, and soon even in public debates, in politics and other places, all because we've lost our grounding with the truth. So I hope you might consider how to reestablish and gain confidence in the truths that can be known rationally, reasonably, but not empirically, so that once again we can restore our common human faith and trust in our ability to know the truth and explain the truth. So arguments don't have to be won by force, but rather can be won by the truth.